Bipolar Female, Episode 39. The end is really the beginning. Niece. I'd never seen Mom hold her steering wheel with such determination. She was intent on getting me as far away from the Girl Interrupted Hospital as fast as she could. Your dad and he picked up your things from the dorm. She didn't turn to look at me as she spoke. She seemed to have every turn and exit memorized, and I didn't want to break her concentration. I'd forgotten about all the things I'd left in the wiglet. In that moment, I didn't care about any material things, not even what was in the brown paper bags in the back seat. Material things seemed to lose their value as I tried to process all the things that had happened to my body, mind, and soul. I'd gained over 20 pounds in the 3 months I'd been in the hospital. I knew it had to be in part due to the medication because I didn't feel like I was eating that much. But I wasn't getting any exercise either, since for most of the time they didn't let me out of the hospital. So it was in part to my inactivity as well. I felt like my brain was damaged, in part because of bipolar disorder and in part because of the medication. It slowed me down. I could feel myself thinking slower. It was hard to make basic decisions like when I should go to the bathroom or when it was a good time to say something in the middle of a conversation. I wanted to talk to Mom, thank her, say I love you, something, anything, but I couldn't come up with it. I sat silently knowing that my face was also expressionless because I felt like an emotional void. Emotion seemed to pass over me and not within me. Everything I'd believed about myself since I could remember had changed, but my soul felt the same as it had always been. Something within me kept telling me not to forget who I used to be before the diagnosis, before the medication, before the hospital. My soul told me that I would find my way back to my former self if I just held on. That's what Mom always tells me. Hold on. It's not going to happen when you want it to, but what God has in store for you, no man can take away. Hold on just a little bit longer. And she was right, because now I know nothing ever stays the same. I recognize now that whatever moment I'm currently living is the only opportunity I have to live that moment. It will never present itself in just that way ever again. It's like as soon as something good or bad happens, I know that it will end. And no matter what I'm going through, great or awful, as soon as it starts, I know that the end is coming at some point. It may take minutes, years, or decades, but the end is coming. And there's no way to avoid the end of anything. To begin life is to know that it will end. This thought brings me a sense of comfort now. I do not know if I will ever have another relapse. I can't imagine what would trigger it or how I would get out of it, but I know that if it does happen again, it will end. This thought keeps me going to see what God has in store for the remainder of my life. It definitely hasn't always been easy, but now, with Rich in my life and my entire family behind me, supporting all of my actions and emotions, I feel that the future has a lot of wonderful things in store for me that I can't even imagine. When I left the Girl Interrupted Hospital, I thought there was nothing worse than being a mental patient. But being an outpatient has its own set of challenges. And in New York, I didn't have access to elite private care. I'll tell you all about it in a few weeks. We're going to take a break from this story and hear from some real people about how they cope with their mental health issues in their current lives. Until next time, this is your Aunt Sia saying, stay strong, stay healthy, and know that you are loved.
We can learn together, we can grow forever.
Hey, it's a best kept secret.
We can learn together, we can grow forever. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar. bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. I am not my hair, I am not my skin. I am a vessel of love and soul within. I am black bipolar female. I am black bipolar female. Let me tell you where I've been, who I am, what I do, why I stand, how I live, what I think, what I love, what I am. Black bipolar female. Many questions you can ask, what I don't know I will pass. I will help you understand all the ups, all the downs, all the smiles, all the frowns, all the whys, all the hows. Walk the journey with me, the road is full of wows. We can learn together, we can grow forever. We can learn together, we can grow forever.